You might think that the way you look doesn't matter, that aesthetics don't count. It's about what's on the inside. But let me tell you that your body is your resume to the world. And then how you perform, what you're capable of, and what you do, that is actually proving it. And when you actually realize that how you actually look is really just a representation of all of your habits, all of your dedication, if you have any, that's what your body is showcasing. And a lot of the time people don't want to think that, how you look is actually like meaning anything, but it does. It does carry so much value. It carries with it that you are someone that is super consistent. You are someone that can say no to things. You are someone that doesn't give in to temptations. You are that person that has self-control. That is essentially what your body is telling everybody. So if you hold a lot of muscle mass, if you actually have some strength and you can see it, if you actually are lean, then it does tell people that at the end of the day, you're committed, right? You're committed to a journey. You're committed to a path. You actually care about yourself. Like, this is actually what they're saying is a form of self-love. It's when you treat your body well. You do your training, you do your nutrition, you prioritize your sleep, and then it shows up in how your body looks. And then it shows up even further in how your body performs. But if you want to go ahead and believe that how your body looks doesn't matter and that, there's nothing, that's just you being vain, then you're honestly just very ignorant. You're ignorant to the fact that you want to believe that it doesn't matter. But it does matter. And it matters because at the end of the day, many people are not prioritizing the right stuff, right? Like, they will go and dedicate themselves to their job so they can earn more money. They will dedicate themselves to relationships so they can improve that relationship. Everything is external. That's what you'll dedicate yourself to. And people are more willing to dedicate themselves to what is external than what is internal. And it's the internal that matters the most. It is what is going on inside you that actually matters. And if you want to be a dedicated person, if you actually want to show yourself some love, then start treating yourself better. Like, prioritize your health in a way that actually makes sense. And the way that you can do that is just by setting aside some time so that you can do some training. You can set aside some time so you can be prepared in how you eat. And then you can prioritize your routine so that you can actually sleep, right? Because if you're not sleeping, everything else will just fall apart. If you're not eating right, everything else will fall apart. And if you're not training, everything just falls apart. All you have to do is just prioritize these things. And this is where it all matters. This is where it all counts. And a lot of the time you probably think that it's not possible for you. But let's be real. If it matters to you, if it's important to you, you will find time. If it matters to you, if it's important to you, you will find the investment. If it matters to you, if it's important to you, then you'll commit to it. That's just the fact. There's nothing else about it, right? Like, you will find a way. And if you can't find a way, you'll pretty much create a way at that point, right? So it's like, really ask yourself, like, how much do you want it? Like, that's ultimately what it comes down to. And your body's just like, honestly, a reflection of your character. Like, people can meet me and say, wow, like, you look so fit. I'm like, well, I've dedicated my life to fitness. Yes, I've dedicated myself to it. So this is why I look the way that I look. I don't really cheat. I don't really take shortcuts. Like, I don't care about any of that. So yes, my body's going to represent like an idea where there is commitment, there's dedication, right? Like, there's resilience, there's control. That's what it's representing. And if your body is not in the shape that you want it to be, then it's representing that you don't give a shit about yourself. That is exactly what it's saying. And if you want it to say something else, then start changing it. Just start changing the trajectory of where you're going, right? If you want something to change more so in your character, it'll also show up in your body. So if you want to be someone that's better than who you are today, then start making some changes, right? Those changes are going to have to like probably come with some commitment. They're going to also come like with some shit that you're going to take. Like, people are going to say stuff. You're going to second guess yourself. Like, things aren't going to just be simple, but it's not meant to be like that, right? So all you need to do is you need to step up. You need to step up your game in terms of who you want to be, right? Like, who do you want to be? And I can assure you that there is a lot of people that say they want to be something, but as soon as it comes down to taking the actions to become that, they're nowhere to be found. Don't be one of those, right? You're just going to be like everyone else. So if you truly want to change, like, you actually want to make like some waves, you actually want to get some traction in your life, then first start thinking about who you want to be and start prioritizing that on an internal level. And then once you know what that looks like, you're going to know exactly what to do. The way the universe will take care of you is it will show you the how as soon as you're clear on the why. And the more that you understand the why, the how just shows up. It literally just like puts one pavement in front of the other. The right person, the right place, the right everything will show up for you as soon as you know what your why is, right? And your why is going to be determined by what you want for yourself. So just start thinking like that. Start creating that, right? And like have the drive. Like shit, just have the drive to actually want to improve yourself, right? Rather than staying still, rather than staying stuck, actually change who you are and make this world better because you are one decision away from a completely different life.